Good evening, Diane here again. This is day 19 of 30 Days, 30 Authors. I was just about to take a nap and then I remembered, oh yeah, I haven't done my video yet for the day. So, anyway, today's challenge is to talk about challenges that I've overcome in becoming a writer. So, I guess the best thing that I can say is that for most writers, we're our own worst enemies. A lot of us carry a lot of baggage around writing, especially if we were interested when we were young. And a lot of people in our lives have generally not been very supportive. Hey, AC, thanks for joining me. Good to see you. I carry a lot of baggage from my childhood, from people saying, oh, Diane, don't be such a daydreamer. Oh, Diane, you gotta work on the important work first. Oh, you're always off in your own world. Oh, don't be lazy, right? I heard that one a lot. If I was sitting down, right, and I wasn't doing something that involved moving, I was being lazy, right? So that can really kind of, yeah, cool, AC. It's cool to catch up with you too. It's awesome. Thanks for joining me. I know you keep wanting to see these, and your work schedule isn't quite working. So, thanks. It's awesome. But yeah, you start to build this accumulated idea of you're not doing something important if you're writing. And right. So now, right, I have this thing where I don't take myself seriously enough sometimes. I find it very difficult to make time for writing. And the reason why I find it difficult to make time for writing is that I am constantly going, well, I got to get all the important work done first, the important work being, the housework, the errands, the, promo crap I'm doing on the computer. Not that it's crap, but today I feel very kind of resentful towards it because it's taken up a lot of my time and I'm very tired and I have somewhere I have to be tomorrow. So I'm not, I'm not particularly impressed with it all today. But, anything that is the grunt work of day-to-day living that nobody really likes, but they have to do anyway. And, the laundry, the dishes, right? And I feel like I have to get all this stuff done before I can just sit down and write. And this is stupid because if you're going to be a writer, you need to treat it like a job and you need to make time for it and you need to keep work hours and you need to schedule them and you have word counts you have to make and deadlines. And you gotta do it, right? And you gotta take it seriously. So, but I've constantly gone this little voice in the back of my head that sounds a lot like my mom's voice, right? And it's saying, you're neglecting your duties, you're not paying attention to your family when you should be, you're, not getting the things done that you're supposed to do, you're being lazy, right? So that's the big challenge, right? Is making the time for it in my own life and not feeling like I'm being selfish about making that time. The other thing is that I have always been terrible with keeping track of time. I have no idea how long things are going to take me. I have no idea how long it's going to take to get to places that I'm trying to go to. I'm always late, right? I'm always late for everything. People who tend to be not late, right? They get pissed off at me because I'm often late and they think I don't care. It's not true. It's just that I have no proper sense of time. I'm also very subject to getting lost, so I find myself wondering if I have some kind of learning disability about it, right? So when I have a deadline, I have difficulty making it, especially if the story turns out to be longer than I expected. Like this last one, I really struggled, so AC says, my mom used to yell at me when I was young because I kept writing instead of doing chores, especially cooking. My excuse was, I have homework. Yeah, I used that one more than once. I sure did, yeah. Yeah, well, it's homework. I have to get it done. Yeah. I was a liar. Sorry, Mom, but yeah. Yeah, totally. I'm with you. That's great. Yeah, okay, so these are my two big things, right? And they're both me, right? They're not anybody else. I have nobody to blame. It's not like my family's putting any extra pressure on me. As a matter of fact, my family, I really, they're so supportive. I have nothing but beautiful, positive things to say about them. They're 100% behind me, right? They edit my work. They serve as my beta readers. They tell me to shut up and write. They tell me go away and write when they can see that I'm getting bogged down under the schedule. I just, I cannot say enough good things about them. So this is not anything but myself that is keeping me from doing what I want to do. I'm getting in my own way. Right, so big shout out to them. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do, and that's an important thing. I think, writing ultimately involves a lot of time spent by yourself, so the people in your life often suffer for it, especially around deadlines, so to have someone in your life who can understand that and, let you have your space and understand this is something that you have to do. It's a blessing, and not everybody can do it. Writers are freaking hard to live with, so shout out to all your spouses. If you're an author, you go home and you kiss your spouse right now, if you got one, or your partner, and you say thank you, right? Because they don't have to put up with your shit. You're kind of a pain in the ass. You're high maintenance if you're a writer. So I guess, anyway, that's all I have to say tonight, and thanks for joining me, guys. Tomorrow, I don't know when I'm going to be on. I'm going to be out of town, so I have, I don't know when that's going to be, but AC says, my house is messy because I have deadlines as an excuse, but I'm really Facebooking. Okay, thank you. That's the third thing. The internet is the devil. Okay, the internet, you have to use, Facebook you need. If you are an independent author, you need Facebook. Facebook is the best way to get the word out, develop connections, network. Takeover events are so important as a promotion. You have to have it, right? It's your most essential promotional platform. AC says, damn right. Yeah, exactly, right? So, but the problem with Facebook is that it's so enmeshed between the professional and the personal, right? And Facebook, they know it, the bastards. They know it, right? They put up, you're doing your thing, you're typing away, you're getting your promotional post done, or your link to your latest book, or whatever you're doing, right? And then bing, and this chat window appears. And not only did the bastards do this on your chats, now they're doing it on anything that you've posted and people are responding to. You bastards, you are such a time waster. This is such a pain. Laugh, laugh. Yep, exactly. I know, right? It's like, right? But you can't get rid of it, right? You have to have it. So what are you going to do? Facebook eats up so much of my time. I love my friends. I really do love my friends. I took a Facebook sabbatical for like 2 years because of how much of my time Facebook was eating up. I think everybody who was my friend at the time thought that I stopped talking to them and I didn't like them anymore. It's really not the case. I just didn't like Facebook anymore and I didn't want anything to do with it. But then, now that I'm back promoting, I gotta get back online. So there it is, right? And I love my friends, but when I'm trying to work, I don't want to talk with you right now. I want to work. I'll get to you when I'm done my work, right? So anyway, that's the third thing, right? So all of this is me getting in my own way. That's the big obstacles becoming a writer. I really have to do a better job of scheduling. I've made a lot of changes in my life in this way. I've had a lot of help and a lot of patience from the people in my life, and I'm still constantly working on it. I think I've gotten a lot better with it, but I still have a long way to go. Anyway, Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys sometime tomorrow from somewhere. Have a good night. Bye-bye.